people? What's going on? It's MCZX here. Welcome to the WWE Roundup, episode 19. Oh man, it's been one hell of a week this week. That is, if you consider Sunday the start of a new week, then it's not really a hell of a week. But last week was one hell of a week. Man, first things first, before we even start talking about Raw and SmackDown and NXT and 205 Live, if you didn't know, Big Van Vader, he passed away last week. Yeah, this week if you still count Sunday. Yeah, Vader passed away, folks. This really sucks for me personally because I really enjoyed Vader's work. Vader was, to me, one of the best big men in the entire business. My favorite memories of Vader, man, where do we start? Where do we start? The matches with Sting, all the matches with Sting was amazing. Some of Sting's best work is with Vader. I remember Vader in a different way, though, because besides those matches, my earliest memory was, for some reason, it was him and the Sultan doing something on one of these WWE shows. I remember that. I don't remember the specifics, but that was my first time seeing him, and I wanted to know who this guy was, and that's what led to like the tape, me getting tapes to watch those matches. And back then, you had Blockbuster, and you have to have friends who happen to have wrestling tapes. My thing was Blockbuster, and I used to rent some, videos, and that's where I saw one of the Sting and Vader's matches, and blew my mind as a kid. And ever since then, Vader has just been one of my favorite wrestlers. I always love the fact, this might be weird, but in video games, Vader was always one of the toughest people to beat. I remember in the Fire Pro series, was one of the first times I played as Vader. He kicked my ass, man. He beat the crap out of me, and I got Vader bombed, and it was like a critical. And I'm like, holy crap, bro! What am I supposed to do against this guy? And the same thing happened in Giant Graham 2000. Vader was just a beast. How he would hit people and how he would throw you for power bombs or hit you with a freaking choke slam. Like the way he did it and the way people sold for him made him look like a damn beast. And I really am disappointed that WWE didn't induct him in the Hall of Fame in time. I wish they would have did it when Vader was pleading with them for him to have his moment, because he should have went in this year. Let's just be completely honest about it. Should have went in this year, and they dropped the ball with that, like they do all the time when a wrestler that should be in, doesn't get in on time. It's always after they pass away, and I don't appreciate that from WWE. But yeah, it sucks, guys. He died from pneumonia, age 63. He lived a good life. His just heart gave out. He was fighting it the best way he could, but he just couldn't go anymore. And it's a shame. We lost a real good one, guys. Vader was amazing. R.I.P. Vader. Rest in paradise, my friend. Thank you for all the memories and video games. If you know who Greater is from Saturday Night Slam Masters, is based on Vader. Vader's based in a lot of games. How did I think about it? Big Bear and the SNK series, that's based off of Vader. Like, Vader's persona is just remarkable. And I don't think we're ever going to get another big man like that ever again. Thank you for being around, Vader, and thank you for blessing us with your talent, because you were amazing. It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. I'm trying to get this the best way I can. Bah! It's Vader time, y'all. R.I.P. Vader. Big one, man. I hope you're in paradise and kicking ass in heaven. But moving forward, we have to talk about the other big thing that happened. Big Cass got released last week or this week, whatever. He got released, and it seemed like came out of the blue. I didn't think Big Cass was going to get fired. I thought he was just going to get put in another lackluster feud with either Daniel Bryan or some other babyface like a Ty Dillinger or something. But no, they just released him and they didn't wish him well in his endeavors. And the reason why he got released was a little shocking to me. Um, Excuse me, I burped. According to Dave Meltzer of F4W Online, he provided some more details on what led Big Cass to being let go by WWE. Big Cass reportedly blew off a rehearsal promo, something you don't do, requested by TV producer Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn. I'm the producer. I'm Kevin Dunn. Cass ended up going on for too long during the promo, and Vince reportedly hated it so much that he fired the writer. Good job, Vince. Of it a few weeks ago. It appears that WWE officials were also unhappy about Cass's work with the feud with the Big Show and with Daniel Bryan in recent weeks. And it was a combination of things that led to Cass being released by the company and not one specific incident. Also, the article is by NoDQ.com. Also, Cass was drinking and appeared to be a little drunk on the UK tours, which, why would you do that? You're a public figure, you're in WWE, you cannot be drunk. I know everyone loves a good drink, but come on, be a bit more responsible. And I heard he was complaining, according to multiple sources, say he was very moody about how he was being booked, I guess, or just losing to Daniel Bryan twice. But that's one thing you don't do in WWE or any wrestling company. You don't complain about it. I mean, I think the only folks that can get that clout is legends. I do not think new guys should be like, I want to win. I didn't get to win this week. You didn't get to win. It's not fair, man. I want to win, and I didn't get to win. It's not fair. I want to win. I'm big. I'm 7 feet tall. He's 6 foot. He's 5'11", and I'm losing to that guy. It's not fair. Like, I don't think you should be doing that in WWE. That's the last thing you should be doing. Besides attitude issues and being intoxicated, what the hell? He broke a door because he thought he was being ripped, so he broke the door, and he broke a bathroom door on a WWE talent bus. What the hell? That's a lot of stuff. Cass has done a lot. The report of him and what was that? The report of him attacking Carmella or getting into altercation with Carmella is false. That's not true. But yeah, Cass just wasn't doing anything, guys. I'm sorry. Cass wasn't improving. His promos sucked. He wasn't really working better in the ring. He seemed like he's a tag team wrestler who didn't have his tag team partner. And that's really what Cass was, to me anyway. Cass didn't feel like a solo star. Cass felt like he needs to be paired up with someone to actually matter. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I really can't say Godspeed to him because it's kind of a dick. I heard him and Sammy got into it over the treatment of Muslims. Cass loves Donald Trump, and, Sammy does not fuck with that. So, yeah, it's just bad. Bad stuff. But Cass, I don't know. Keep him away from WWE. If he doesn't want to, enjoy his dream job and just follow the rules and do the jobs that they ask you to do, come to the rehearsal, do the thing, and get there. I don't understand why wrestlers take this as a joke. A lot of people work their ass off to get to WWE, and some guys, just because you look a certain way, you might be 7 feet tall or 6'11", but bro, you gotta work hard, and if you're not gonna outwork the folks that's there busting their ass, then you do need to leave. You don't deserve to be here. So hopefully on the Indies, Cass can learn to appreciate wrestling a little bit more. That's if he is gonna wrestle on the Indies. I feel like he's gonna become a pundit on Fox News. I don't know why, but yeah, whatever Cass is gonna do, cool. And do not bring Enzo and Cass back together because they legit don't like each other. Let me know how you feel about Cass being fired, and also let me know your favorite Big Van Vader memory, if you have one. Now, let's get into Raw. Oh my God. So, okay. All right. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run down. Okay. So Alexa calls out Ronda, and Ronda, you know, no, nope. Sorry, I wrote this wrong. Alexa's in the ring gloating, of course, because she just won the Money in the Bank and cashed in. And then Ronda comes out and she calls Ronda an overrated rookie. Ronda gets pissed the hell off. Then Ronda beats up Kurt. She judo throws Kurt, hits Kurt with the briefcase, beats up Alexa, then fire bombs her through the table, and she gets suspended for 30 days. Kind of reminds me of Brock Lesnar, just a little bit, just a teeny weeny bit. In an awesome match, Rollins fought Dolph Ziggler in the open challenge for the not the United, what the hell? I'm so used to seeing the Intercontinental Championship, and he lost. But he lost to Dolph Ziggler by his own tricks. Like, last time, you know how he beat Elias by pulling up the tights and everything, holding on to them. He tried to do that again, and Dolph reversed it and pulled Rollins' tights, and he won. And McIntyre beat up Seth afterwards, and then they hit the Clay Zag on Seth to leave. It's a shame. I was enjoying Rollins as the best champion on show, the guy who actually shows up every week. But Ziggler and McIntyre with the Intercontinental Championship can be very interesting. And hopefully McIntyre turns on Ziggler, kind of like Diesel turned on Shawn. They did that. I see it. They kind of remind me of Diesel and Shawn, so, which is interesting because this led to a brawl. They fought backstage because Bayley, but Sasha's leaving in the coat in a wrestling gear. She gets in his car, and Bayley's like, "Dude, I'm not done. We need to talk." And Sasha's like, "I'm done talking to you. I don't want to speak to you anymore. I'm done being your friend." And she drives off. Bayley throws a water bottle at her, and I think this is going to be the start of the Sasha and Bayley feud that we've been asking for. And hopefully Sasha is a heel again. Anyway, it's a multi-person match that's announced that will have Extreme Rules. And of course, the two main people who want to be in the match, it's Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. There's no need to hear what they have to say because it's not really important. The Revival comes out to basically get jobbed. And there's a tag match, and Lashley and Reigns defeat the Revival. And this is a beating because the Revival lose because Lashley hits the spear when Roman was about to hit the spear. I'm glad Lashley brought the spear back. Hopefully he can use that more instead of that stupid Dominator. There's a little bit of hope that TNA Lashley might come back. Just a little bit of hope. Elias wants to be in. He does a performance. That was all cool. And then Constable Corbin. I hate saying it. It's disgusting. And KO have a match with Strowman and Free Corporate Kane knockoffs. Constable Corbin is disgusting. He looks horrible in whatever he's wrestling in. He looks like a hipster at a barista or someone at the Apple store waiting to fix your stuff. That's what Corbin looks like. And him with no hair is just sad. It makes me sad. I hate it. I guess Balor's going to feud with Baron Corbin. And KO's going to keep feuding with Strowman since Brock doesn't come to work. And that's what we have to be subjected to because you don't come to work. Just come to work, bruh. Anyway, moving on to better things. SmackDown Live. We have a gauntlet match announced with Big E, Samoa Joe, The Miz, Daniel Bryan, and Rusev. I was excited because I was rooting for Big E or Rusev, to be quite honest. The start of the show wasn't too good for me. You had Ellsworth and Mello open the show, and Ellsworth comes out with Asuka's gear on, and he praises Mello, saying, "You're better than Trish Stratus. You're better than Ronda Rousey. You're better than this person, that person, the third." And I was just disgusted the whole time. Asuka comes out eventually and kicks Ellsworth, and I guess the shin, and then Asuka got taken out with a kick. I booed. I hated this segment. It was stupid. Why are we making Asuka look like this? I know, because we didn't let Asuka win at WrestleMania, and when Asuka doesn't win at WrestleMania, she has to do stupid stuff like this instead of being the champion. Because why? Doesn't matter. Charlotte needs all the jerking that she can get. It makes me sick. I hate this. It's probably gonna be Charlotte versus freaking Mella again at SummerSlam, and I'm gonna be mad at it because Asuka deserves so much better than this. Anyway, after that, the show starts to get good. We have Becky Lynch taking on Billie Kay. The Iconics cut a little promo. It was annoying because that's what they do. They're damn good at it. I still love them. But Becky Lynch disarms Billie Kay for the win. I was a little hurt because I love the Iconics, but when is their push gonna start? Because this is not the push I wanted. I don't need them to be losing to the Quinoa lady. But yeah, Jeff Hardy is cutting a promo. We cut to that. He just has his back turned. Like, I don't know how I'm going to position the camera because my head's going to be... I don't know. Anyway, he has his back turned. And he's like, my eyes were closed now. But now I can see. Revealing that he has the face paint and the contacts in. And I'm like, Jeff is epic as F. He's back. It's Brother Nero, except it's not Brother Nero. Hell yes. Let's go. Which led to... I can't cringe. The Iconics is that kind of gimmick that won't be pushed no matter what. Hey man, they're gonna get pushed. It's gonna happen. Just give it some time. I think they have a future in this business. They can do something. Sanity versus Usos is next, and I'm assuming we're gonna get a match, but we don't get a match. We get a beatdown because Sanity just blindsides the Usos. They leave them laid out, and that was that. I only have one problem with this. They look very weird without Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is a part of Sanity, and for her to not be on the main roster right now is just weird to me. I mean, an extra woman on the roster wouldn't hurt anybody, but she's starting Insanity, so not having her on there is just weird, and I hope they don't bring her up to Raw or something with that Sanity gimmick. Like, if she's gonna be crazy Nikki Cross, give her new theme music, give her new everything to distance her away from Sanity, because it seems like they don't want to even talk about the NXT stuff that they did, and it kind of sucks. Like, all that progress for nothing. But I hope it gets better in the future. Maybe she'll be on SmackDown like after the next two takeovers. I don't know. Nakamura says he's gonna close Jeff's eyes, and he lost because the ref didn't count in Japanese. I laughed very loud at that. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated Gallows and Anderson. That was great. And Daniel Bryan comes out, and the Bludgeon Brothers kind of stare at him, and Daniel stares back. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. And continues a yes to the ring, which leads to our gauntlet match and main event. Okay, so started with Bryan and Big E. That was a good showing by Big E. I think he can be a solo star if the New Day were ever to break up, which it's going to happen one day. I just don't want it to happen now because I love that tag team. But if they have nothing for them and they need a new angle and one of them needs to go heel, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to be happy, but very sad. Just going to have a small tear just come right out of my eye, and I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry in the car after the show goes up. Then it led to Joe and Daniel. That was great. He eliminated Joe via count out after rolling out of the coquina clutch, put Joe on his back, ran into the ring. And here's where that weird stare down thing comes back to play. So we're about to get Daniel versus The Miz, but here comes the Bludgeon Brothers. They hit that up is down and down is up move on Daniel, and he's out, leading for Miz to come down to the ring, hit a skull crushing finale, 1, 2, 3 on Daniel, and Miz is about to take on Rusev. Now, to be quite honest, yeah, we were finally going to have it, and the Bludgeon Brothers ruined it. I don't know why we're doing this, but man, we're going to protect Daniel. Whatever. So Rusev comes out, and at this point, I didn't have any hope. I'm like, Rusev's not going to win. Miz is going to win because, duh. But something changed during the entire match. Miz went for too many Daniel Bryan moves. Went for that stupid knee. The fake knee. It's not the yes knee. It's not the Busaku knee. It's just the fake knee by Miz. Fake knee by Miz. But he goes for the fake knee. He misses. He gets caught with a freaking Machka kick and gets put in the accolade, and I'm like, he ain't gonna tap out. Ain't no way in hell Miz is gonna tap out. And Miz tapped out, and my eyes got so wide. I was like, oh my God. I marked out so hard. I wish I would have recorded the reaction for that because I did not see that coming. Rusev eliminates Miz to become the #1 contender to face AJ Styles at Extreme Rules. AJ comes out afterwards, shakes Rusev's hand, but Aiden tries to shake AJ's hand. He does the old kindergarten, hey, too slow, buddy, and gets popped in the mouth by AJ. And Rusev's like, why did you do that? I'm trying to be respectful. Why did you do that? And that was it for SmackDown Live. As for 205 Live, Gulak defeated Lince Dorado, and Hideo Itami defeated Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali in a great match. There's not much to say about that show. It's always the Lucha House Party versus Gulak and the other two guys, I'm sorry, and Itami, Ali, and Murphy for Cedric's belt. So that's a thing. And NXT this week was the recap episode. It's nothing new. If you want to know, Bianca Belair beat Dakota Kai. DK lost. Poor big dog. You could have won that one. And War Machine took on the Mighty. Finally, the Mighty, not TM61, the Mighty. And they tore the house down. Great match. I'm glad the Mighty has finally come to WWE because that TM61 thing was not working out. And that was everything in WWE this week. As for best show, I'm giving it to SmackDown Live because NXT was a recap show on 205 Live. I just wasn't feeling it. And the same goes for Raw. Raw definitely, it stepped its game up, but since the Ronda segment, I really didn't have much else to say. I'm glad we're starting the Sasha and Bayley thing, but it feels a little too late. I wish this could have happened earlier. I like slow burns, but, you know, I just felt like that could have started around Money in the Bank instead of after Money in the Bank. And Rollins losing to Dolph was genuinely shocking. Did not see that coming. But SmackDown just entertained me more. Raw was quite blah, just boring. NXT could do better. And this week just sucks because we lost Vader. And, yeah. That blows. Vader was freaking awesome. Can talk about him for a while, but I don't want to like talk your heads off. Sorry for this episode being delayed. Normally I do these on Thursdays, but yeah, stuff happened Saturday. I was at a wrestling show Saturday. Saw Wildcat wrestle. I go to all of those shows. If you're ever in Louisiana and they're doing a show, go watch some Wildcat Sports. I think you can watch it online somewhere. That was great. And Friday, I saw Jurassic World, so I didn't have any time to really talk about wrestling. Man. I have to do like a New Japan report or something eventually, and a Lucha Underground thing. I don't know what to call a Lucha Underground show yet. But Lucha Underground was awesome this week. Penta is that man. He just is that guy. I don't know who's going to usurp Penta at this point, because Matanza couldn't do it. No one can. No one can beat Pentagon Dark. But I don't want to talk about that too much. It's late. Just wanted to get that out there. Please like, share, subscribe, everyone. I appreciate everyone who watches this. Thank you for joining Cringe. Appreciate you, sir. As without you guys, this show would just be me talking to myself every week, and I appreciate it. But thank you for tuning in. We're going to do something next week. I don't know what, but it's going to be something. Probably on schedule will be the WWE Roundup, and maybe I'll premiere the Lucha show that Wednesday night. I've got some time to think of a name, so I'll think of a name for it. But I'm going to go off to bed now. Thank you for watching. R.I.P. Vader. Sorry, Big Cass. You're gone. And, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm MCZX, and I'll see you later. Bye now. Later.